trying to go live with the Cannabrothers Podcast. There's going with Tone. Now we're gonna try to get Bob Marvin in here. And oh, come on, does not look like they're gonna let us happen. Hey, Goofy, what's up, man? Hey, what up, beautiful? What we're trying to do is we're trying to go live and do this podcast with the Cannabrothers, but Instagram is trying to silence me. It's been happening for a minute. Some people, they just don't want to let go on. Some people, they will they'll let us go on. Some people, they won't. For instance, Mills, they let us happen, but they didn't let us see each other. Dankhouse, what up? Dankhouse, we've gone live before and it worked, but it's not working with the Cannabrothers. I don't know why this is happening. This is why I haven't been posting either. I haven't been updating and saying, not just you, me too. Now it's Harry Nugs too. So Cannabrothers is unable to join. That's what it just said. So doesn't look like they are going to let us do this. Now, it has to be because we're spreading the word that they don't want to hear. They don't want us to spread this word, man. And especially it's when there's these certain personalities that I feel that they don't want us together or something. I don't know, man. VIP Plantation, man, they're trying to silence us. Okay? They're trying to silence us. No more post of pics, nothing. Man, I gotta tell you, I don't even because I could post like crazy, right? And even sometimes then it says that it's only like showing the people who follow me. And so I think that's when I hashtag it, they don't want to show everybody else because the hashtag, it's just a bunch of censorship, man. And this is crazy and it's very frustrating, right? I know, brother. Grown with Tone, man. You guys go check out his live, his go show him some support, all right? The Cannabrothers Podcast, go check them out. They've been killing it. They haven't had any problems either until it comes to me. So it has to be somebody that is either following me, somebody's messing with me, and it's not just me because it's people who follow me too, which is crazy, man. It's crazy because hey, hate on me all you want. Just don't hate on my friends. All right, man? Just don't hate on the people that I like, man. I'm all about Cannabrothers. Just hopped on today. Love it. Good job, man. Mr. Raven Moorhead. I like your name, man. Hey, thanks for showing us the support. Make sure to go keep on supporting your boys. As for me, I'm a be on it. I'm gonna keep doing this. We're just gonna keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. It fucking sucks because I really want Bob or really want you guys to come on here and just start want to be able to talk. But hey, there he is. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, man.
Can you hear me? All right, Bob, what up, Bob? Bob, how you doing, bro?
How did that happen?
I don't even know, dude. I don't even know.
Hell
I'm not
man.
even. Yeah. I'm not even gonna question it. Let's just roll with it, huh?
Bob's got 2 accounts now. I gotta clear. All my pictures is gone. All my memories clear. Listen, I'm about another phone on its way here. I'm trying to figure this out, man. So make sure it's not on my end.
I think it's they're trying to silence the information, brother. We're
Marv, Harry Nugg said it's happening to him too.
Yeah.
That's not the first person. So I'm like, Jesus, man.
It has to be because we're spreading knowledge that they don't want.
So did you try the Cannabrothers one and then it didn't allow you to let Sly in? Is that what happened?
Where am I now?
Now you're on mine.
Am I on Growing with Tone?
No, you're on mine.
No, I stayed in Growing with Tone. I tried. I stayed in Cannabrothers. I tried Growing with Tone. It's just fucking annoying, man.
Anyways, let's get this going, man. Sly, that was my bad earlier, man. That's part of the cannabis community thing. I'm lit, man. I'm thinking everything is 5 p.m. Eastern time. Forgot You was working and Pacific time, but we've been on waiting for you to get home, man, so we can chop it up with you.
Sorry.
You know what I
Man,
mean?
sorry about that, guys. When I saw the text too, I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go." And they're like, "You can leave work early if you want." I was like, "I need the money, so I need to get there for this interview."
Yeah, I backtracked, looked at our messages, and definitely was 7 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad we got it together. So, man,
Yeah, man.
fine. I don't even know how much about you, man. Like, I see you from social media, bro. Tell me about you. Where are you, and what do you do?
I am from Washington State, and I'm not from the Seattle part. I'm from the east side of the mountains, where it's very different over here. Over here, we do not have a big cannabis community. We do not have a big cannabis industry either on this side of the mountains, because it is very conservative over here. And so the more conservative that you get, the more that people don't want you to grow weed. They don't want you to sell weed. And in this little town that I'm in right now, we only have 2 dispensaries. As in, say you went to Seattle, you would have, 30, 40 dispensaries.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have how many? Repeat that one more time.
We have 2.
2. Wow. Wow.
We're way over there in the mountains, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's good. Man. I don't really know what to ask, dude. This is.
Yo, listen,
Marv.
So when did you start growing then?
Okay, so I started growing about 5 years ago. It was about the same time Marv did. I just got a house, and when I got my house, my friend was like, "Hey, yo, you got somewhere to grow? Here's some plants." So he dropped some plants on me, and I didn't know. That was the beginning of everything. So I had put some on the outside, and I planted them, and I grew them. Well, it turns out I had grown one CBD plant, and it stayed like this big, and it was just one nug, and I could not figure out what the fuck. Why does it grow like that? Whoop! I didn't know, but now I know. I was growing a CBD plant.
So that's how you started?
Yeah, that's how it started. And then after that, I went to a grow store, and I went in there, and I saw a setup of a tent and a light, and I was just like, ooh. I told my wife, I'm like, baby, we need to invest in this. This will be the best thing ever. And she's like, okay, yeah, I think you could do it. And I fucking went home, and I got to it, baby. And this light was a CFL light, or an HPS.
Oh, no, I remember those.
Yeah.
I started with those, man. Oh, no. Yeah.
And so we had the $100 light bulb, the heat signature, like it used to burn my buds and shit. This first light that I did, it actually, like, the plants that I had gotten, because I didn't know where to get seeds from either. When I started, I didn't know. So what I had done was I went on this website, and it was kind of sketchy, but it was from the UK. So it took like 6 weeks for me to get a pack of seeds, right? What? But when I did get them, when I did get them though, they were legit the plants. And so I grew some Pineapple Express was one of my first successful harvests. Was Pineapple Express and Blue Fire by Humboldt Seed Company. Yeah, Blue Fire. Bro,
I know a lot about that company.
Ooh.
Don't they cut?
No, that's a strain. That's a strain is Blue Fire. It was from the Humboldt Seed Company.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Hey, listen. Before you get too far, right? I've never grown a CBD plant.
Okay.
All right. What's the difference?
They're very the one that I had been like looking into it, and I think it was a Charlotte's Web, which Charlotte's Web is a CBD plant that was grown specifically for high CBD, and it stays very small. Now, I don't know if this is all CBD plants, but this one CBD plant that I grew was very small. and it only
No,
like
CBD has no THC in it. I don't mean to cut you off.
no THC.
Right.
CBD is a very low in THC. If it does, it only has maybe 1% of THC, but you could get some more with higher THC and more CBD. You could, but if you were just to make medicine, some medicines that, like, say you're going to give to kids with seizures, right? And you don't want to get the kids high, but you want them to stop the seizures, you would use CBD.
And that really, I never used any. I never used any CBD, and that really works.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Yes. If there's a documentary that you guys need to go watch on Charlotte's Web, okay? It is the CBD plant that was bred for this little girl named Charlotte. She would have 45 seizures a day. And then she started using CBD, and it went down to 2 seizures a day. And they had to leave where they lived from to move to Washington, or I mean, it was to a cannabis-friendly state so that they could get medicine for their daughter.
I remember
and this.
I think I've seen it.
You might have.
Where was it?
That shit. That was like, I want to say about 5-6 years ago. But that broke my heart.
Watch it? Hell yeah.
That broke my heart, and it made me irate that these people need to move their upbringing, move their whole family just to get medicine for their kid, which is unacceptable, guys. Unacceptable.
Imagine them going to the doctors, them saying, look at the results that we've gotten when we gave our daughter the CBD compared to the drugs that we had her on that was having her seized 15 times more a day, and a doctor looking at you and was like, well, no. That's not. Imagine them telling you that your child is suffering.
Yeah.
What would
something natural too?
Do? What would
something natural that would help? I would have moved. I would have lost my shit and moved right then because this is ridiculous. But ever since I seen that, it has been my mission to try to spread the knowledge to people who want to grow, so that they can grow and help whoever it is in their life that needs it, because there are many people out here who need to make this medicine for their loved ones. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I can't eat or sleep without it. So that's how it is. I just need to smoke.
So tell us. So you like spreading the knowledge, right? So I know I like spreading the knowledge too, man. And listen, it's nothing better than getting a grown me to get to end of a harvest, get a nice jar, and then, because it's tough, it's not easy getting somebody who never grown to grow. You get a lot of phone calls, you know what I mean? And they try to go this way because they're looking at a lot of different things, you know what I mean? They might go that way, but when you just want the product to be successful, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really care which way you go, but I just want the product at the end so you can have medicine at the end without being out there wasting
all your money, right?
Wasting your money, taking your chances with what's going on.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing I always try to tell people too.
A successful, person you taught how to grow, or what?
Oh yes, I've had many people. I've so far there's been about 6 or 7 people who have reached their harvest for the first time, and I've helped them through that. And I just spreading the knowledge, and I try to tell them, like you said, growing weed is fun, right?
Absolutely.
And so when I tell these people that they're growing and all that, and I'm trying to tell them, like, don't stress about it too much. I don't want you to stress. I want you to have fun with this, because it's supposed to be a fun, experience. And it is stressful. Don't get me wrong. I know it can be stressful because, you want it to work. You really, really putting your passion into it. And that's somebody who I love to teach. Is somebody who has absolute passion, the passion for the plant, that are just like when whatever you tell them, they're going to soak it up because they're just, ready to learn. And those are the kind of people that I find. And it felt. I tried to send this out to everybody, and it failed. They didn't want to send it to people. That's crazy. And
on
Nathan,
Instagram,
what up, bro? Hey, but Next one.
How did you
man.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
No, go ahead, Tom. Go ahead. I'm rolling up. So you give me a break, man.
Yo, how did you handle your fungus gnat problem, dude? Like, those were so many. Where did they come from?
Well, fungus gnats live outside, right? They live out in your grass and other places. So they live outside. I think I went outside, came in and got one. And once you get one, you're going to get them all because they, I think they are born pregnant. So
yeah,
once they're one of those things. So once they come out, they're just going to start reproducing. If one's there, they're going to start reproducing, and they reproduce. The way that they work is they go into the first like 3 or 4 inches of soil, and that's where they lay their eggs. And when they lay their eggs there, they need the soil to be moist so that their eggs could grow, right? So what I do is I just let the top soil dry out, and I just water nothing but bottom, right? And I'll kind of like mix it up with my hands too to make sure if any eggs are in there, they get nice and dried out so they'll die. And then that's pretty much all I do is just water from the bottom, and it takes care of them. Oh, and also put some sticky notes. You want to put some sticky notes because it'll catch the adults that are flying around that are there.
Gotcha, brother.
So,
hey, listen. Them gnats, man, they'll go away if you stay on them. And as long as you got food in that soil, as long as they're not on the buds and the plants, and you doing what you're supposed to do, keeping your soil moist, so they're not trying to go anywhere else to find it. But listen, I seen you popping some seeds, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that how often do you pop seeds? How often do you have plants growing from seed?
Okay, so that is the hard part. I live in Washington, right? So I can just go get clones from Oregon, and I could just bring them over here. So when you're not supposed to, people don't get in trouble now. But I just go pick up some clones, and so when I get a clone, and especially over there, they'll let you smell the bud before you buy it, right? In Oregon, yeah. If you guys have never been to an Oregon dispensary, I highly suggest you take a trip just to go see the Oregon dispensaries because they are amazing. They let you smell the bud before you buy it. It's fucking great, dude.
I need to smoke it before I buy it, man.
You can't smoke it there, but you could definitely.
And then we could talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I did was I go get just this recent time. I had went and got one of their clones, and they were like, "Hey, well, do you want to smell the bud before you buy it?" But the clone, and I was like, "Of course, oh yeah!" And I smelt it, and it was one of these pungent kinds, and I really don't know what's going on. My palate is changing, so I start to like pungent now. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm taking it."
What does
so I took it.
Smell like? I'm growing one of the finest.
Kind of cheesy, pungent. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to explain. Yeah, moldy. It's not moldy because it's not. It doesn't smell like mold. I think it smells like cheese, almost like a nice aged cheese. You're gonna have to check this out. You're gonna have to check them out.
I like it. I grew the blue cheese.
I'm growing blue cheese.
Yeah. And so what I had done is I went and got this clone, right? And when I get one clone, I'll let it grow out, and then I'll just clone the shit out of it. And I'll just keep cloning and cloning and cloning until I'm sick of that strand, and then I'll pop some seeds. Now, as for seeds, I have way too many seeds, guys.
That's gotta be nice to stay.
It's nice.
I got some good stuff now.
It's nice, but I feel bad because of the people who have sent me the seeds. It's been a long time since I've gotten to them. Almost a year since I've gotten to the seeds.
Any of it?
Give them to one of your gromies, man. Give them some help.
That means you got shit.
I got a lot of seeds.
So how many
many
plants are you growing at a time?
I have, the limit is 15. So I'll grow 8 or 4 per plant. 4 per tent. I'm sorry, per tent. Because my plants grow big. So if I do like two plants could fill up a whole tent if I did it right, if I super cropped them and all that shit. Because I go for a long veg, so my veg is at least 7 weeks. At least.
How long is 7 weeks?
That's
month and a half.
That's almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. So
Almost.
yeah, it's a long veg, and I like to do it like that because that Triple Crown gets huge. I like to do it like that. I don't know why.
Here.
Yo, listen, I mean, I see you growing, man. I mean, your buzz is you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Not only that you know what you're doing, you're explaining it to people who may not know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Who could learn a thing or two. And that's how I, got hooked on you. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that you spend a lot of time spreading knowledge about this plant. That means a lot to you. You know what I mean? Now, is that something that you want to do, like on a major scale or something?
Yeah, I would like to, but if I was gonna do that, I would have to go to like Colorado or somewhere or like the west side of the mountains, somewhere where they're more cannabis friendly. Because around here, there's just not the jobs for cannabis. I mean, there's trimming jobs, but I'm not trying to get a trim job. I need to get a grower job.
Trim?
Like trimming jobs. Yeah. Like you can just sit around. Yeah. You can just sit around and trim weed all day and get paid for it. Over here in Washington.
It's like a movie in my head that just played with me just sitting there with my shears.
Yeah.
On the time clock.
Now on paper it sounds really fun, right? But once you're doing it, once you do it for a couple hours or a couple weeks, it's not fun anymore. It starts to become like more stressful, and you got all this bud that you got to get trimmed up, and they all want it hand trimmed, no machinery. So like it turns out to be a little.
What's the difference between a hand trim and a machine?
It depends on the machine. Okay, so some machines say the big tumbler, right?
Hey, wait. We all got the fire hats on, dude. Do it. Marv, show it. Show the crazy.
So the tumbler is a big cylinder trimmer that you put your buds in and it tumbles. And then it'll spit out the other side. Right? And when you're doing that, the buds are getting moved around so much that the trichomes are falling off a lot more. Okay? And so that's why when you're going through one of those trimmers, you'll just smell the weed in the air. You're just smelling all these trichomes getting degraded, getting messed up, getting all like so it's not ideal. But for if you have 100 pounds, then you're gonna want to do this. That way, you're not over here trimming for 2 months or a month or a week.
So you saying you have one of those?
No, but my friend does.
Well, tell them when y'all done with it to send it to me so I can use it.
Turns out, guess how much they are? Guess
what?
The big
one. They are $3,000.
Shit, man. Damn, man. Shit, I'll be trimming. Listen, I had to take call out for a couple of days and trim it. Get it.
It costs so much. Why do they cost so much?
It costs so much because it is new technology. It's new technology and it hasn't been perfected yet. Now, that's on the tumblers. Okay, on the tumblers, that's how that is. What I did is I finally spent the money and bought one of the AC Infinity 19-inch trim bowls. Now, with the trim bowl, it's basically the same thing, except it doesn't tumble, right? So you're not tumbling down like this. It stays in the bowl, and it just goes around in a circle. And it has these little fingers that just take the bud and spin the bud, turn the bud around like this. And then on the bottom, they have a little, it's kind of like a scissor, and it just spins like this, and it just takes off the leaf. Now, when doing that, it does take off a little bit of the trichomes, but not as much as a tumbler does. Okay, and it works really well, really fucking well. Holy shit! I did mine right now, like this last harvest, and what would usually take me 3 or 4 hours of hand trimming, 20 minutes, done, dude. I was
that's fire.
Blown away. that just changed everything. It changed the fucking
Damn,
game
man.
because now I can do my 4 plants in one tent and knock it out, harvest, ready for
Nice.
ready to go out, and
Oh,
then do
fuck yeah.
another tent. So like I could just keep this shit going,
Yeah.
man.
So
And
it
that
doesn't discourage you to what you want to grow, right?
exactly. I
Right.
can grow as big as I want to now. Now, before it was holding me back because I didn't want to sit there and hand trim for fucking days. This is the one
Right.
thing. Trim gel is the worst thing in my fucking book. Trim gel.
From
I
jail.
got my
Trim gel.
loved one, man. She's in charge of the trimming. I told her, look, I'm gonna grow. You in charge of the trimming. You
I
know
know.
what I mean? So
If
if
my
she ain't
wife,
listen,
if
if
my
she's
wife
not
could do
gonna
that,
be pouring the water, she's gonna be trimming. When I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm at work, she's trimming, and she does a
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah.
That's my automatic love trimmer right there.
and it
You know
turns
what I mean?
out women are actually better at trimming than men. I said
They
it.
got
I said it.
tiny hands. Women
Oh,
are better.
yeah.
I think women are
They
better
got
at
the
growing
precision.
weed.
They
Of
got
course
the
they're better
precision.
at it because I don't want to trim to begin with.
No.
You know what I mean? So she loves it. You know what I mean? She's can't wait. You know what I mean? But I did discourage her this year when I did the outdoor and the indoor. So she was like, "All right, now listen."
Yeah.
You know?
It's too much. So that's why when you start to end up getting too much, you need to get a Trimble, brother. You gotta
Yeah.
get the Trimble. And the
Yeah.
AC Infinity is what I would suggest because it is like higher quality. As soon as you just open it up, you could tell, man, this is better quality than some other pieces.
Clean,
You know what I mean?
how you cleaning it?
As for cleaning, you want to get a squeeze bottle,
Yeah.
with some alcohol, and then spray it down to get the trichomes off. That's all you have to do.
That works on hands too.
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I now know how to do it, dude.
Listen,
I used to
listen.
wash it with
What
soap
was
and-
your first strain that you grew?
The first strain that I
First of all.
grew
Right.
was the successful one, right? We're talking successful. That would
No,
be
I'm
the
just saying, what's the first one you picked?
yeah. That was that Charlotte Web, that CBD. That was
Oh,
that
all right.
first
So,
one.
all right, and then what was your first successful one?
First successful one, I would say, would be the Pineapple Express and the Blue Fire. And that was Pineapple Express from G13 Labs, and the Blue Fire was from Humboldt Seed Company.
Blue Fire.
Yeah, dude, you guys, I wish I had the knowledge that I have nowadays, because I would have cloned that fucking plant. I would have cloned the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Because this plant was so dang. I was just like, I was blown away for my first. This was like my first grow, so I was like, if I'm good, if I'm this good the first time, just imagine when I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I remember throwing out so much equipment. I used to get so mad, dude. This is years and years and years. This is like first stages of growth. I'm just like watching YouTube. I'm like, how do you guys get these to flip when you want them to flip, and then you go from that day? How do you know they're in flower? Like, what are you doing to know? How do you know? I just didn't get it, man.
Yeah.
I used to get so mad. I used to throw stuff in and just throw stuff out. I used to throw lights and stuff. I used to get that mad and stop for like maybe 4 months, and then like watching YouTube again. I'm like, I just want to do it again.
Yeah.
So that's what I be at. That's what happens to me. But now I'm good.
So I see. So what I've done is, for the people that I teach how to grow, when they start getting frustrated like that, I always remind them to take a step back, take a breather, and remember that you're supposed to be having fun with this, right? And if you remember that you're supposed to be having fun, then you won't stress so much. You'll be like, okay, you know what? Let me take a deep breath. Just try to have fun with this. Because I know how it is, man. When your plant starts to die and your plant is starting to do shit that you don't want it to do, and you're like, what do I do?
Listen,
what do I do?
I did better when I started in the beginning than when I ended up trying things in the middle. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Because you know what? If I would have just stuck to doing what I was doing back in the day, I probably wouldn't be having the problems that I'm doing now, which I am, I'm going through different deficiencies. I'm using different feeds.
Corners.
Cut corners here sometimes on this. I'm like, I don't need to do that. I can do that later. When I should
I
have done it right then, you know? I'm sorry?
Right.
What's up?
Hold on.
Right. Taking full responsibility in this growing thing is the number one thing. You have to take full responsibility.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
When I got introduced to this shit right here, it
Almond
changed
milk?
my life. This stuff, milk, this shit, the simple things, man. And I'm telling you, this shit changed my life. It puts on. I keep 3 of these in the refrigerator just for the plants. This shit's like expensive. Milk is no joke, bro.
Yeah.
And milk is
know it
really
is.
good for plants. I didn't know that. I learned that a lot.
I didn't
Just to circulate.
either.
Don't do it. No, I'm saying don't you do it if you haven't done it. I do it in a gallon of milk and of water, and I'll put not too much, maybe like a half a cup. That's all it needs with your other stuff. And I pH it with like lemon juice, and it just, man, this shit. Look at my eyes right now. Like this is real deal, and it's just amazing shit, man. This plant has saved me so much money.
Yes. Oh, man. That might have been the reason why I did this, was because number one, I wanted to learn, and number two, save the money. Yeah. How much money we were spending going out to the dispensary on the daily, dude.
Hundreds of dollars.
Driving it. Thousands. Easy. And
I had my dispensary moment, man, and it wasn't bringing me back to where I was at a point in the past. You know what I mean? It seemed like my levels was recognizing that I needed more smoke. You know what I'm saying?
I know it.
Spending more money, and I never had to do that 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So and then in the streets, you don't really know what's CBD or whatever. They do, they doing whatever it takes to survive out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
And that's why I kind of want to change the game. I want to change it to where everybody knows what they're getting, how they're getting it. And like, if you come through me, you're going to know that I'm going to have different strains. Because back in the day, I used to have as many different strains as I could, because I'm just like, I can't stick to one taste. I just can't do it. I have to switch it up and switch it up and switch it up. But in turn, when doing that, you're switching up with these plants, and every pheno grows different. Every plant, all grow different. None of them grow the same.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing that I found out about the Pineapple Express and the Blue Fire. Blue Fire was at least a 7-foot tall plant.
What?
Okay? Yeah.
You have to
huge.
And to grow a 7-footer?
This tent that I had was 8-foot tent, or 7-foot, about almost 8-foot tent. And it was the tallest tent. I haven't found a tent like that since. But the plant grew so fucking big that I just had to chop off the top, because I didn't know what to do. So I just chopped it off. And when
what are you feeding it, man? What are you feeding? Tell us what you feeding this plant to react to the way you're saying it's reacting, man.
Right.
All I was growing. Well, now, okay, so now I look back at it, and I think number one, the light was the light wasn't strong enough, which made it stretch, because it was only a 600 watt light, and I wasn't training it, and I was feeding a general hydroponics feed back in those days, which did work very well. The feed worked very well. I stand by it. I don't use it anymore, but it worked at that time. And so what I learned, now I know that when I chopped off the top, I fucking topped it. So all the side, so the sides started growing out, and this fucking plant had a bud like this big, the size of my arm, just fucking just hanging there. It was all slapping me. I'm like, oh.
Yo, listen, Sly, on your YouTube, man, I saw you in the hospital. What is that about?
Yeah. So turns out I caught swine flu. And I caught swine flu, and I was in a coma for 18 days.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I thought you may have gotten a car accident or something.
That's what I thought too when I woke up. I was like, did I get in a car accident? They're like, nah, you caught swine flu. I was like, swine flu?
What is
And
it?
it was, now, let me tell you, I caught swine flu and it was only me, nobody around me. My wife, I was sleeping right next to her. She didn't catch it. None of my kids caught it. Nobody around me caught it. So this is how I know that it was God, okay? Because I was on the wrong path, guys. I was on the wrong path. I was smoking meth. I was drinking. I was fucking gangbanging. I was like, just always just starting some shit, driving drunk, just always a piece of shit. I was a piece of shit, okay? I can admit it now. But at that time, after I got sick, boom, got sick, and I like got up and I was like, oh man, I need to take another hit of meth, maybe that'll help me. And I took one more hit and I was like, yo, no, that didn't help. And I couldn't breathe, called 911, and then I died. I died twice, or once or twice on the way over there. They had to revive me. They almost called off the helicopter. They revived me, helicopter came, got me, and they flew me to Oregon. And there I remained for 18 days in a coma until I woke up. Once they got me, now let me tell you a little bit that when I died, that's when I went up to heaven. Like I went by hell and I heard hell, right? It was scary ass fucking shit. And I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, I fucked up, I fucked up. And then I started going up. And then once I started going up, I started hearing reggae music. Fucking crazy. So calm, cool reggae music that just, ever since, I haven't heard it since, but I know the feeling that it gave me. It gave me this sense of everything's going to be okay, everything's all right. And that's how I knew it was heaven, right? And then I talked to God, I talked to somebody, they told me, yo, you need to get your shit together. You're on this. They told me straight up that I am on this planet to be spreading the light that I do. Because if you know me, if everybody out here knows me, they know I am the light of day, man. I will come in and brighten up everybody's day. If I'm having a good day. If I'm having a good day, then I'll brighten everybody's day. But there are days that I'm an asshole. But
me too, bro.
But most of the time,
you were sent to a new dimension, man, a better dimension.
So the Lord, so they told me the last thing I remember is them telling me, you're here for a reason. Treat your wife better. And I was like, okay, I will. And then boom, I woke up. And when I woke up, I was like, boom, I'm done. I'm done with everything. I stopped drinking, stopped meth, I stopped all of it, and I changed my life. And once I did that, guys, everything changed. Everything changed. I lost 170 pounds in like a year. I got my gun rights back, my voting rights back. I fixed all my probations, my restitutions, all that shit, everything. Yeah. And so now I am legit, 100% legit, and I love it. And now this is what I do. Now this is what I'm here for, and I'm here to spread the knowledge to everybody and connect with everybody, and just keep it 100, man.
I believe everything you just told me. Every word of it. I believe every word. God is real, bro.
Listen, I couldn't imagine it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to feel you right now, and I definitely feel you 100%.
Now, powerful. Now, I was definitely one of the people who would not listen to anybody tell me anything. I never listened. The only person who could try to get me to listen was God. And so when God smacks you up the side of the head and tells you, listen, you better fucking listen, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
I know
that's what I did. And
I'm proud of you, man. Hell yeah. That's dope.
And it's been 7 years. Wow. 7 years.
I couldn't imagine you I couldn't imagine you any other way than just you're fucking funny. Every time I watch you, like, yo.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, yo, it's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
You cooking, you making things homemade. You know what I'm saying? Cooking is one of your passions.
Yeah. Some things was hot out the cloth. What the hell are y'all cooking?
The tortillas?
Why would they eat them by themselves? They look so good.
Yes. I work at a place called Dovetail Joint Restaurant. And
Right.
that at that restaurant, man, them people they gave me so much like they gave me an opportunity when nobody would. They didn't bat their eyes at my past. They didn't even trip. They were like, hey man, if you're a good worker, we want you in. And ever since
That's what's up.
they've actually seen the
Shout out
progress
to them, man.
made. Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out they the best place. I love them.
Word, for real, man. Listen, that's all love, man. Look, this is my conversation right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on that path, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe in we can all get along, and that's it. It's nothing else after that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it is as easy as that. You know what I mean? It's as easy as when you see somebody me mugging you or whatever, I just smile at them and say hi now.
Right.
Now I'm like, what's up, brother? Like, hey, how you doing, Pivot?
Kill 'em with the smile, you know?
Yeah,
it's a good time to be alive. I wouldn't say having no other way. It's a good time to be living. You know what I'm saying? It's better. I feel so much better when I'm in love. I don't. When you wake up and feel bad, you go through the whole energy stage just feeling bad.
Yeah,
for sure. Right. And neither one of us would trade our lives for money. Another day at life. That's right. At all.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? So
waking
up.
I like to always say is do what you love and then the money will come, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's just part of the game, you know what I mean? But it doesn't overweigh waking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wake up as if you got everything you need. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
More than what the money can buy. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't trade your life for it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Growing these plants make me feel so wonderful. And I'm not talking about smoking it.
Right.
Yeah. Growing that thing and watching that thing bud, like how the hell?
You got stuff going. You got stuff coming from seed. And I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have nothing from seed, so all my clones is kind of like, all right, we're gonna see what when they start flowering.
Hell yeah!
But the seeds that you got popping off from Defiant, you got something going on from Defiant. I'm watching both of y'all. You know what I mean? Saying how it's gonna come out in y'all own way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the fascinating thing. I think is the most fascinating thing is watching somebody get the same seeds and then let us grow them out and see what the difference is. You know what I mean? Because to me, and in reality, there is no way that both of us could get the same product. Okay? Because there are so many variables in this growing equation that there are certain things that I'm just not gonna have that you're gonna have. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have a better humidity room, or you might have better temperatures. You might have better water. You might have better light, a better tan. Like Bob doesn't even need a tan. We need tan.
I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there's just so many different things. It's insane. And also, this is gonna be my first run at breeding. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start breeding.
What you breeding?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all these seeds that I'm growing right now. I'm gonna get a male and I'm gonna breed it just to check and see if I can do it, because I've never done it before. So I don't know. You know, I don't know.
The regular seeds. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. Much respect. You know what I mean? Yes. That's a push. That's a push.
That's fire.
That's a different push.
It's gonna be a good one. It's
I wish I had the room.
You guys gonna stay tuned.
I wish I had the room to breed.
I know you about them terpenes, you know what I mean? Because it seems like you really enjoy researching them and looking at your terpenes. What's your favorite terpene?
My favorite would be the fruity, like the fruity pebbles taste is what I really go for. Like runts.
Oh, I know.
Have you ever tried a runts?
Yeah. Yes.
Runts.
I got a whole pack of seeds I'm ready to pop for runts, man. But it's like I got other shit keep pushing it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know how that is, brother. I got seeds too that I'm like fucking. I know I got some Bubba Kush here that the homie sent me that I need to grow, because Bubba Kush is a bomb ass one too. Runs. White runs, the fruity. But lately, my terpenes, my palate has been changing to more of that pungent taste. I don't know why, but I like it. It just tastes good.
I can't wait to smoke some of this stuff. It's gonna be fire, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's gonna be bomb, dude. So yeah, we're
Listen,
gonna
guys.
see. We're gonna see. I have this this rapper that I'm talking to. Sorry, Zigzag, if you're watching, man, but I gotta put it out there. Zigzag from
Smoking
Envy
this Curry
Riders.
Rush right now.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Zigzag from Envy Riders. I've been talking to him, and he said, like, I said, hey man, I'll make you a strain, and he's like, yeah, you don't make me a strain. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, hell yeah. So I'm on it. I'm going to study, and I'm going to try this first run with just 2 random crosses. I'm just gonna cross them and see what I get, and then that way I'm ready for when he wants his strand. I can pass it off to a famous person. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's
Yes.
fire, dude. Oh my God, I want to know how I come out, man. Because these seeds are they're all different, man.
So this is so you're trying you're headed to a personal upscale level right now. You're trying to really
You're elevating, brother.
elevate,
You're elevating.
and that's what I like. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yes. I just
I
can't
want
move it, man.
I want to see you elevate. You know what I mean? I see you on YouTube. I didn't know, but I seen you.
I think I
Over the-
I
you know
first saw you on YouTube. I was like, damn, he's on Instagram. Then I was like, damn, he's on Facebook.
Nice.
I was like, all right.
Good. Because I didn't
So I see
think my YouTube. I
every
didn't think
day
my
I
YouTube
see
was
you
doing that good.
posting. You post every day.
Yeah. Try to.
People don't know it or not. You know, Sly, AK Locals. So
Make sure you
gotta
follow
follow him. Gotta follow him. He's posting every day. He's giving knowledge. He's
Give him his flowers.
put you into what
Respect,
he's
bro.
growing over there.
I respect
So Tone,
yeah.
what's up, man? You think what's up? You think your seeds gonna come out similar about with the Defiant seeds?
Is Jones?
What? Did you just ask me a question? I'm so
Yeah, I said, did you?
so geeked.
Yeah, listen, it's all respect, but it's just Cannabrothers, baby. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say,
But I
bro?
was just trying to see with the seeds you guys just popped. I was just saying, what do you think? You think?
Man, because you just think these shit's just gonna get busy. Yo, they're gonna go. I'm gonna bench. I'm gonna try to bench all 4 of these for like 2 months,
Oh yeah.
and then just let them go. I'm telling you, I'm trying to go big, and I'm not gonna top that much either. I'm not
Y'all
gonna
go
do it.
hard for me too, cause I couldn't pop them soon,
Yeah.
so y'all go
Yeah,
hard,
bro.
for me.
I'm
So you popped
fucking ready.
the Oaxacan, right?
Popped up. Oh, they're all Oaxacans. Then the one
I
that's
think they are.
the pungent, the other one, oh man, I'm geeks, bro. I can't. One was the pungent. There's no way.
It's all
There's no way. There's no
Don't
way.
even trip.
I gotta go to the post, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause Defiant, help him out, man. In the building, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fire.
man,
Man,
so
what is
sorry.
it? It's Oaxacan and I can't remember the other
one is
names of it,
sweet
but and those
So
are actually OG
yeah, so
Clipperson. He sent me some seeds
yeah,
from
the BC.
God, I can't remember the breeder. Every
One
time
is
I forget the
Lebanese.
thing. I'm sorry.
BC.
BC.
Defiant says BC.
And one is Lebanese too. I'm sorry.
There you go.
100 word. Shout out to the Cannabrothers, man. Tone,
Yeah,
bro,
bro,
Tone,
listen.
my God.
I gotta go get these kids, bro. I gotta get off of here. I'm litty. I'm too lit.
Yeah, for sure, man. Listen, for sure.
I appreciate you, brother, for coming through. This is a fantastic interview, bro. Leave it up for a little bit, so I'm gonna grab it and do some shorts. I appreciate you. This is Sly Local, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the stage. We're all
Oh, hey,
at the
Tone.
Defiant Seed,
Tone, I
man.
also wanted to say I heard your beats, brother. Your fucking beats are off the hook, doggy.
Thanks,
Damn.
bro. Thank you, bro. I would
Like, and just to let you know, I rap a little bit and I freestyle, and you know, I would love to freestyle on your shit anytime. You know what I mean? Yeah, I freestyle a little bit.
I'll put something together, bro.
I
Right.
freestyle, but I'm not trying to get up into the music business though, because the music business to me is like, the big labels. It just seems like a
No,
scam
fuck
to me,
them.
man. So
Fuck them. You
yeah,
don't need them
It's,
no
listen,
more.
it's for the
I have
craft.
no
It's for the
use.
lovers, man. It's the craft, man. You know?
Right.
that's what I'm
I have
saying,
no
man. The
use
We don't
craft
gotta
is
think
what I'm
about it
saying.
any further
Like I
than
just
that, man.
freestyle because I like to do it. I'm not freestyling because I want to get up there or anything.
never-
It just comes out of my fucking head and I can't stop it,
Yeah,
So I
man.
just
Yeah.
have to
I'll
freestyle.
send you something. I'll be nice to get you on a weed track, bro.
Nice.
We just did it. Give me a minute. All right,
Right.
Marv, I got you too. We gonna get busy. Yes. Networking. I swear I will get it
That's what I
done.
like to see. That's what I like to hear, man.
Also, I
That's
want to let you
dope.
guys know, thank you so much for having me on here. This is the first time that I've been interviewed. Actually, it's not the first. First
Oh,
time was
really?
Yanni Supreme. She interviewed me, but it didn't go as good as this. So we'll say this is my first time being interviewed, and I would like to say thank you very much.
Oh
Yeah.
man, listen, man. We had you booked a month ago, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
we got
it's all
love for you,
good,
bro. We got love for you, bro.
Appreciate you
For
on the
real.
show. Appreciate you coming on the show. Appreciate you having me on your show. That was
All
dope.
day. And Tone, I got you
man,
booked too.
I told him that shit looked like a movie. The lighting was yellow on him. I'm like, but we got to get the crispness. Am I lying, Marv? All I do is talk
Yeah.
about that interview. All I do is reference it. The shit was
Right. And we're gonna be going on live, like every now and then during the week, man. If we want to push it out later, just hop in, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Show
man,
us what you're growing,
Please.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, guys.
It don't have to be.
Try to jump on. I kind of keep it like I don't know. I try to keep it on a set schedule when I come on. I don't really like going live too much, but like, hey, you gotta keep the people wanting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Respect.
I don't think they ever
Respect.
gonna let us go live again. It's gonna have to be a minute. Maybe it's gonna have to be a minute.
They fucking better stop that shit, man. You better stop that shit, Instagram. Hey, this is real knowledge that needs to be spread, baby. And all we're doing is spreading love. That's all
Yeah,
we're
man,
doing.
leave us alone. Shit. Leave us
And
alone.
Dank House Houston said something about going to Discord.
Yeah.
We might start a Discord channel. That way we can just go over there and we can talk cannabis
Do it.
and show our plants and blaze and do all that shit without being constricted, because YouTube won't let you show plants. YouTube doesn't even want to let you smoke. Actually, last time I tried to go live on YouTube, they said I couldn't because of my content. So,
Man, what is the content? What are the regulations on showing guns and shit?
that's what the fuck I'm
And
saying,
I'm not
man.
even talking about nudity. I don't care. I don't
You
care
can show
about that. I'm
guns
talking
all you want because this is America.
Right.
Don't forget, this is America. You can show guns all you want, guys.
That's ass backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, that's ass
It's ass
backwards.
backwards like a motherfucker. The one shit that will help heal people and not kill people is the thing. They want to fucking be censoring, man. Killing me, man.
Right. So that's what it is, man. And we gotta keep pushing on them. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing on them.
I lost my lighter.
There's gonna be a platform, and we'll be on that platform that's gonna accept us. 100.
Yes.
Y'all send us a link, all right?
Yes, I will. I'll be in touch, guys. But thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, we had an episode of Canna Combos booked, but Harry Nugs we have to reschedule.
Harry Nugs.
Yeah, Harry Nugs, man, I love that guy. We will reschedule his episode, and we'll do that again for the Canna Combos. I might not have an episode this week, so I'll probably have an episode next week. So make sure to tap in. Go check out your boy, Bob Marvin, Grown with Tone, Cannabrothers Podcast. Make sure to show the love. Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later. Huh?